All right. Um, where to start? I guess I'll just say that even though these these dates turned out to be wrong, that the rapture didn't happen, all I can say is I truly thought that God was answering my prayers. I I didn't just believe Brother Joshua. I didn't just believe these other people on the internet. I took this to God. I prayed about it and I prayed about it and I continued to pray about it throughout this whole process. I I wanted to hear from him. I I wanted to I wanted to do his will. I begged to do his will. I didn't want to do my own. I didn't want to bring my own agenda to the table. And to be honest, before all this really got going, I was of a mid-tribulation mindset. I'm not anymore, but I didn't want to uh to make my own prediction here. I truly believed that I was hearing from God about this, that He was showing me over and over and over again that these were the dates, this was the time, that the end was drawing near, that Jesus Christ was coming back soon. Um, I do want to say that I am sorry if I have caused anybody pain or confusion or anxiety. And if anybody's having a crisis of faith or has lost their faith over this, that is the last thing that I wanted. I wanted to do the opposite. I wanted to bring people to Jesus Christ. I mean, and you can put whatever you like in the comments, but no one's going to beat themselves up more over this than I will. Trust me, yesterday was a day of crying over and over again. I've repented to the Lord. I've asked him, what was this? Did I do wrong? I feel like I let people down. I let God down. And that wasn't my intention. And I didn't intentionally set out to mislead anybody. That's not what I thought I was doing. I thought I was doing what God wanted me to do. I I still can't say with all certainty if I know what this was. I I don't think this was our own minds playing tricks on us. I understand that's what the rest of the world, especially the secular world, thinks. But to me, this either came from God or this either came from Satan. And to be honest, I still can't say which. I really can't. And I'm not saying that because I want to be right or I want to have the last word. I'm saying it mostly because of two things. Because when I got these confirmations, they were so personal to me. And when I would get them, now some of them were smaller, littler ones, but some were so personal to me. They filled me with such hope and joy and love that I don't want to think that came from Satan. I can't think that came from Satan. Like I understand Satan's very good at wanting us to feel pleasure, wanting us to, get lost in pleasure so that we forget about God, forget about following Jesus Christ, just do these fun things, have this fun stuff. But this wasn't that feeling. Like this was more substantial than that. And the other thing is that even though I understand these were just all a bunch of people on the internet and I don't really know them, I felt such a connection to my fellow Christians while this was going on. I I felt like they would say things that I was thinking. I would write comments and they would say that they were just thinking that. Like, it seemed like we were so of one mindset, like truly like the body of Christ, that it just makes me keep going back and forth. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day we will know, but I right now I don't know. Obviously, will I ever be propping up any dates again? No, that will never happen. And my TikTok slash YouTube career is over now. Not that I'm necessarily sad to see it go, but yeah, I will never be propping up another date again. Um, I do want to say though that I do still believe in Jesus Christ and God. I still know they're there. I still know they love us. I still know they want us to turn to Jesus Christ, to put your faith and trust in him, and to believe that he died on the cross for us, because he did. Um, and, you know, regardless of this date and everything that happened with this, um, if you look in Revelations and you look at what's happening in the world today, the time is running short. I'm not going to put any time frame on it, but it is running short. What's happening in Revelation and what's happening in today's newspapers and things in the world, it matches point for point. Not just on one point, not just on two or three, on every point that the Bible brings up of what end times will look like, we are seeing in the world today. So that means the time is growing very, very short. Um, and the thing is, it's not, I don't want people to come to Jesus Christ because you're going to burn in hell and you'll be punished if you don't. I want people to come to Jesus Christ because there's nothing that is going to offer you more love, more peace than being with Jesus Christ and walking with him. And when the whole world is against you and there's nobody on your side, Jesus Christ will be on your side. And the thing is, he's perfect. He's perfect. He doesn't have to be on your side. He's the one person that can sit there and wag their finger at you and you can't say anything back to them. And he will never do that. He will always be there for you. When you feel like there is nothing and no one there for you, he will be there for you. But you have to believe in him first. He can't be there for you if you don't think he's real. Um, so I do just want to make that very clear that I still believe, I still have faith. I'm going to try to do what I can to still get the gospel out there. And like I said, I am very, very sorry for any damage or hurt or confusion that I caused to anyone because of these videos. I honestly thought I was doing what God wanted me to do. And I just hope, all I can hope for is in the end that some kind of good comes out of this. That's all I can hope for now. Um, but that's it. So praise to Jesus Christ and God bless all of you.